Hey everyone, welcome to the BakuView episode 59. I have a couple shoutouts and stuff I know I need to do, and I have a lot of messages that I still haven't replied to because I haven't been by the computer to really do much recently. But I want to start out this video real fast by just showing you guys what I just picked up today, and then I'll get into shoutouts and actually reviewing stuff. So anyway, I stopped Toys R Us first because I have a ton of Toys R Us gift cards, and unfortunately this is all I found. Obviously it's not Wave 3 or anything, but right here I was kind of excited that I finally found one because I wanted a clear Helix Drago, and there's one right there. So got my clear Helix Drago. I went to Walmart and found nothing, and I went to Target, and needless to say I kind of went a little crazy. It was the grand total of $69.41. So why don't I show you what I picked up at Target. I have Darkus Rubanoid, Ventus Hawktor, Aquos Lythirus, Haos Contestir, Translucent Ventus Linehalt, Haos Plitheon, run out of room here, Pyrus Linehalt, Subterra Rubanoid, and then we have Crimson and Pearls, Contestir Crimson and Pearl, Rubanoid Crimson and Pearl, Lythirus Crimson and Pearl, Hawktor Crimson and Pearl, and last but not least, Helix Drago Crimson and Pearl. And now, while I already have a Helix Drago, take a closer look if you can. I doubt my... there we go, it's focusing. This is not a Pyrus, but a Subterra. So I guess he's new then, because I've never seen a Subterra Crimson and Pearl Helix Drago. So that's new to me. I don't know if you guys knew about that or not. If that's the case, there might be other attributes of some of the previous Crimson and Pearls as well. So it's kind of interesting. But anyway, I've been dying to rip these things open since I bought them, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll figure out what I'm going to review for you in this video and what I will save for another video. Alright, the way I figured out that I'm going to do this is I'm going to review everything but the Rubanoids and save them for a second video that I'll post later on. So for right now, I'm going to go over everything else. Before I start that though, as far as shoutouts, I can't exactly remember who all I was supposed to give a shout out to. It's been a while since I've been checking my messages, so just send me a message telling me that I was supposed to give you a shout out, and I will. One person in particular I do remember though was Shane011, and he also is going to be doing Bakugan reviews on his other channel, Helix Hydronoid X. And anyway, the reason why I told him that I would give him a mention on this video is the fact that he brought to my attention on the Evil Twin packs for Helix Dragonoid. The picture is actually Lumino Dragonoid, so you can go back and look at my last video and see for yourself. And then from there I realized that the character packs that came with these little figures, this is actually Lumino Dragonoid here. You can see he's got that like V shape on his chest, and then the double wings. He's got all four wings going. And same with the tin back here. The very first Pyrus tin that came out also has the Lumino Dragonoid on it as well. And just for reference, this is Helix Dragonoid. You can see he's just got two wings, and his chest is a bit different. So that obviously, I don't know whether they just screwed up and they've been using him, or if they just, I don't know. But anyway, obviously those are Lumino Dragonoids and all that stuff. And also, starting out with the Crimson and Pearl, the Subterra Helix Dragonoid. If you go back a little bit in the video and see where I show his packaging, I noticed yet again it's not Helix Dragonoid, but this time it's not Lumino Dragonoid either. So I think that it's actually Blitz Dragonoid on the picture for this particular Dragonoid. So go back and check that out if you're interested, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be what Blitz looks like in his actual form. Anyway, not much to say since I've done so many of these Helix Dragonoids. It's just he's 740G, so that's really all I'm going to mention about him. Oh yeah, before I forget too, the clear Helix was 750G, and then the other two that came with them was Subterra Darkus 610, and Pyrus Aquos was 660. Moving on though, why don't I move on to Contestir next? So this is Haos, and on the sides you can see he's just got that little bit of white on each side, not much more detail to him aside from, you can see there's obviously a lot going on with him with how many parts are all broken up. Why don't we open Contestir? And he's not fully open yet. You have to kind of push him up and push him back a little bit like that. And he also has like a little stand and his feet. And his feet are just like R-Knot, how they kind of bend down like that. So let me pull those out. And then he's got these little like hinges that kind of come, like his hands will kind of come out if you pull on these little parts here. And he's got his horn. And that's pretty much everything opened up on Contestir, except for on his back, this will actually pop down, and that's where you can equip the battle gear right there. So, like I said, this is Haos Contestir, Crimson and Pearl, and he is 800G. And the other Haos Contestir is also 800G. Now, be very careful when you pull off the G-Power sticker on Contestir. I thought it was just the Haos Bakugan because of how the G-Power is printed in black instead of white, but my Haos Plitheon had no problems. But both of these Contestirs had issues where I was peeling off the ink as well with the sticker. I don't know what the reason is for that, but like I say, it seems like it's only Contestir, so if you buy one, be very careful when you peel that sticker off. Anyway, closing up Contestir, obviously the horn, his hands will fold back in, that will close back up, feet, and his little stand. And then what you want to do is these hands will just kind of fold up, and you kind of have to push those in, fold up on each side, and then his head will bend down, and it kind of rounds off once you have it pushed all the way down. And then closing him up, you just kind of push them in together like that. Kind of almost reminds me of like Alto Brontes or something like that. But anyway, that's Contestir. Hawktor, Ventus for the Crimson and Pearl. Open him up. Unlike the Deca, this just comes straight down. It doesn't stay up like that and push down for battle gear equipping. In a way, I'm kind of disappointed because I thought he looked cool like that. But at the same time, it makes him so much easier to open and close the way they do it now. So he just has his manual feet. That's pretty much it for that. And he is 850G. And the other one is also 850G. But one thing is his eyes aren't painted red like how they are in the Deca. I'm not sure if that's just a mistake on mine. But anyone that did pick up one of these Ventus Hawktors, please let me know if mine's defective or if all of them are like this without the painted eyes. So, like I said, they're both 850G Ventus Hawktors, and then closing them up, obviously the feet will push down. And what's kind of interesting is once you push his head down, the tail part here, if you just kind of pull up on it, he pretty much almost closes himself. Like the wings just kind of close in, and you just snap him in to make sure he's closed all the way. So I think he's pretty easy to open and close, like I said, so that makes Hawktor a little interesting. Lythirus is next. Ball form, you can see he's one of those ones that has his face showing, and all the other detail is pretty much just the claws that you can see there. So opening him up, he has his manual horn, he has his feet, and he has these claws that open up. And he's Pyrus also. But not much else to say as far as that. He's 800G. Now, to equip battle gear, you push down on his tail and close his claws back up to make it easier on yourself, and then just push them down, and you can equip the battle gear just like that. So like I said, he's 800G. The Aquos one is 850G, so this one's obviously a little bit more powerful. So closing him up, obviously we have his feet go back down and the horn, and then you got to be kind of careful with him. He's kind of weird. You have to push down on this and fold his tail up first, or else when you push up the claws, the tail won't go in. See what I'm like? It's just how, well, it kind of does, but it's kind of hard to do it. So you're better off pushing the tail up first, and then trying to lock the claws in, and then lock his head in last. And last but not least, we have Plitheon, another one that has his face showing right there. He has a lot going on, as you can see. It's lots of like little parts. So let's open him up. Manual parts for him. He has on these little parts that flip out, these like little blade-looking things that come out. And then just kind of like Strike Flyer, he's got these things that come up on the wings. And his head kind of, I don't know if it's just mine, but it never seems to really pop up unless I pull on it. And the horns actually kind of remind me of Chance Dragonoid's horns. And also he's got his feet there too. So there he is all opened up, and he is 840G. So I think Plitheon's kind of cool, but the way the paint is, especially on the eyes, makes him look kind of lame, this one I have here. But I'm going to look for a Ventus one at least, just because that's his actual attribute from the show. As far as battle gear, just whoops, I just totally flipped them over, but you just push down on his wings, and then you can equip his battle gear like that. Closing him up, obviously you just close up all those manual parts again. And then just push his head down, push his horns back. Oh, before you flip up the wings, I almost forgot, you want to push down the tail first, and then get the wings up. And then you can just kind of get those little last parts in. So there is Plitheon. So that is all for this video. Next video will come soon after I post this one. I just didn't want to go on for too long, because I'm afraid I'm going to get too close to that, I guess now 15-minute mark. It's just that I think I have a lot that I want to say about Rubanoid since I really like him, so I'll just save that for the separate video like I said. So stay tuned for that. That'll come maybe later tonight, and I'll be posting this one as soon as possible.